Hi, I'm Sarah Gagarin, and I've been in theater for 4 years, and I'm the Vice President of the Thespian Society.
Hi, I'm Natalie. I've been doing theater for 4 years also, and I'm the President of the Thespian Society.
Hi, my name's Rachel Ackerman. I've been in theater for 4 years, and I'm Thespian Society Vice President, and I've been the stage manager for the last 3 years.
My first theater show ever was actually at East. It was
Me too.
I was in The King and
I was in Fiddler on the Roof.
I saw Grease.
So from then on out, I was kind of like...
I did the little classes here when I was 2nd grade that Mr. Nation did, and I used to be here, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go to high school here, and then I was like, oh my god, I can go to high school here, so then I did theater here.
Well, when it comes to Thespian Society, it's kind of like, I mean, you're kind of at like the helm of the whole theater department. Like, we don't necessarily pick the shows, but we definitely help steer the direction that the department's going to go in.
And I just think it's more, Thespian Society is geared for the students who really love theater and who love every aspect of it. So we put on a lot of events also, like Coffee House and our dances and some of the events like Cabaret we did here this year. So I think it's a hub kind of for all the theater nerds per se, and that we can just show our passion and no, it's like a good place where we can all get together.
Ooh, green room.
What a question.
Is the time before a show where our director, they put us in a green room. They actually don't. We all go into the vocal room, and our director, Mr. Weaver, and his assistant director, Sandy Mikowski, all give us notes on things that in the show were like something wrong happened or what we need to change something to make the show better. And we do vocal warm-ups for the spring musical, and we do physical warm-ups for the fall show.
It's where we kind of get our heads in the game, or we kind of come to a close, so we either get notes before the show or after the show. It could be in the vocal room or in the theater, and it's kind of when we're all in costume or we're getting ready, we have mics on, and it's kind of like just to get us in the zone. So it's kind of, I think it's kind of like a focusing room.
And it's where everyone comes together as one. It's where the techies sort of align, and I know outside of the room that all the actors are getting together, we stand in the circle and we just get ready for what's about to happen, because what people don't see is that technicians are doing like the Olympics of theater, because we have times. You can't be waiting for a minute in the dark for a set piece to come on or things to change. So it's that time that we can concentrate, where the actors can focus and the entire company can come together as a show and not just an actor or a technician or a singular person.
Oh my god, at least for me personally, he really instilled the idea of discipline and reputation in a department. Is like, if you work hard, if you are focused, then, what goes around comes around, like, kind of thing.
I think Weave's the person that you won't meet anyone else like him ever in your life. Like, to know him, you love him in a weird way. Like, he's kind of like that dad too, where you could be like, gosh, I hate you, but I love you at the same time, because I think he's taught us so many important things. Like, there's so many things that we say, that he says, and I think that he's left an imprint on us for better theater, better etiquette, and I guess better people, because I know I can go to him with problems, and he's kind of like when you need your parents, but you don't want them to be in your face all the time. He's kind of like that mentor. That he's always there for you. So I think I gained life experiences, theater experiences for sure, but also like a friend and a mentor in the process.
I know for me, Weave has been like a second dad. I've spent more time with him than my own family, and he's taught me everything that I know, and he's the reason that I can continue at such an amazing school with such an amazing core of people, because of what he taught me and what he instilled in me. And so sure, spending 8 hours a day with him isn't always everyone's cup of tea, and Q to Qs can be long and arduous, but at the end of the day, I wouldn't change a thing, and I would never risk my relationship with him, because he's one of the few people that after leaving this school, I'll be bonded to forever, and he's been such an important part of my life, and I think everyone here has been impacted by him so strongly, because he cares, and he doesn't do this for the money, he doesn't do this for the prestige, he does it for us, and he does it because he knows he has a group of kids who love what they do and love him just as much, and would never change anything about him.
I mean, I know I personally, there's always a few kids from East who end up going to college for theater or for acting, and I'm one of the few this year, and that's always kind of a way to set the example for the underclassmen kids to be like, you know, see, this is a real profession. This is something that you can go out and do. And I mean, at least I've always tried to maintain a really, really positive attitude.
I think for myself, I think that I kind of set a good example that I kind of came from the other side of town and I didn't really know anyone, know anything. And I think that I left here on a good foot, and I think I made an impression for myself, I think. And I think as a whole, I think our senior class has set a great environment for our department. I think in years past when we were freshmen, it was very negative, toxic kind of, to say that it was very a competitive, I don't know, not as welcoming as I think we've made it. And I think that's what's important. I think that when you look back on the senior class, you're going to remember that they're nice, sweet people who really love doing theater.
And I think we also really care about each other, and so we're leaving here with bonds that we would have never had, and we've seen the people before us who didn't have these bonds, who didn't stay connected, and I think we've really cherished the time we've had together. And I know, hopefully, I've left an imprint on being a stage manager and having that constant position. I've just been able to show what it really means to work hard and to do what you love and to care about the people who are doing it and put on a great show. I think the last 4 years East has had some amazing theater and some amazing talent, and I've been really fortunate to help foster it and be on the production side and make everyone look as good as they do.
When we were doing Aida, and it was the Dance of the World, which is kind of like the song where it was like, oh, it was like it was so real, and like everyone got so close, and just because it was such real emotion getting put out there, we all were kind of like just drinking each other in. And then there was one point afterwards where it was just like silence, and it was so quiet, and then we was like, that was good, let's do it again, kind of thing. where it was like, you know, we were like, how could you possibly top that? And then he was like, nah, do it better.
I think for me, it's theater related, but it's like at our theater banquet this year. At the end of the night, it's kind of like tradition for all the seniors to do a stupid little dance together, and it's like the small things, like when you're we were all dancing together, and I realized that this would never have happened 4 years ago, let alone with these people, but let alone the comfort and just the idea that it's kind of all coming to an end, and it was kind of like a nice a bittersweet feeling where it's sad that it's over, but it's the right time. So it was kind of like that, this is how it should be. So I think, yeah, I like those little small things.
I think for me, being on the tech crew, we wear headsets to make sure everything goes in order. And so for a lot of times, we're really just on autopilot. We've done it for an entire week, every day, and then we do it every weekend. And so we get this bond together because we're just talking and spending so much time together. And when things mess up or things go wrong, there's this unity and togetherness that would have never happened, and this protection.
Hello, Mr. Weaver's office. This is Sarah speaking.
Typical.
Oh yeah, of course.
Working.
Thank you. Bye. Anne Marie.
Called it.
That's his
Okay, that's his wife. But no, one of the things is we just have this really strong bond, and I remember when anyone comes on headset or teases any of the production staff, we connect and we really say this is our group and we can make fun of them and they're our siblings, but you don't have this right. You haven't been through the trenches the way we've been through the trenches. So it's this connection and this bond and this unity that's so unparalleled by any group or clique, because we all come from different places in the department and in the school.
I loved Coffee House, that was really cool. But I love every show, for some reason, I love when we have our first green room and our last green room.
Oh, God.
With Leaf, because the first one is everyone has the jitters, everyone's nervous, and everyone's so excited, so pumped, and you can kind of just see the difference between opening and closing, and you can kind of see Leaf, how he changes, and how Sandy and Cindy, and how everyone just dramatically changes, and it's cool because you see the difference between us, at least two, as seniors too. You see us the first night jittery, so excited, and the last night we're in tears sobbing. I think we made some of our best friends here, and I think that's the biggest thing I take away from being in this department is, yes, the shows and the experiences, but I think it's the friendships and the bonds, the little small things that you take for granted that you can take with you.
And the thing with that is that it's not everyone is necessarily best friends.
Exactly.
But everyone gets along well and everyone takes care of each other.
be jazz.
What I gave, I had. What I kept, I lost forever.
I know myself as a freshman, I was petrified of like leave and just the whole idea of like this office, because I know freshman year you don't come in this office unless you're asked to be in this office.
Oh, no.
And just the whole like don't alter yourself, don't be afraid, just be who you are, and I guess like enjoy yourself. Like don't take it for granted either. Don't take it for granted. And yeah.
Kind of on that note, like, don't care so much. Like, of course, care about the theater, care about the acting, care about the performance, care about the show, but, like, don't care so much about what other people think of you, or don't care so much about, you know, getting it right on the first try, because this is high school. Like, the whole point of doing theater in high school is learning to get better at it, and if you get everything right on the first try, well then,
there's no
when in doubt,
no
always
point.
remember, this is high school theater.
Absolutely.
I think the other thing is don't take Mr. Weaver for granted, because we all talk about how he's going to retire someday and blah, 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 or how he says the same thing every day, 5 times a day, until our ears bleed. But his words and his interest in us and his intelligence in this department is what makes us succeed, and it's what makes us better. So sometimes, yes, it's kind of annoying and it's a lot, but it means something, and when you leave here, you're going to realize that you won't have that anymore. You're not going to have that dad or grandpa looking out for you saying, like, you can do this, kid. You have this. I believe in you.